So we're seeing some really clear benefits of e-ink tablets without front lights, like the Supernote A5X and this, the Boox Go 3. It brings the ink closer to the screen and it looks more paper-like. So is this £300 light from BenQ the ultimate front light? A big unboxing today. This is the BenQ WiT e-reading lamp. Thanks very much to BenQ for sending this out. And it's designed to give you e-reading comfort. It's designed to give you a really nice spread of light falling across your desk. It's also designed to be a floor lamp, if you like, or a bedside reader as well. And well, essentially aiming to do the same thing. Much nicer packaging. It's designed to do the same thing as this lamp here, which I use because, well, e-ink needs a lot of light. And I also often test out and use other reflective screens, and they all need lots of diffuse light covering the entirety of the screen. This is a solution for that. This one, if we go to the buy page, this BenQ costs £200. You can come in blue, gold, or I've got the silver. That's a heavy base. And that's going to take up quite a bit of room on the desk. You can add a desk clamp for £22 and a floor stand for £65. So you can get up to almost £300 for this. And the question is going to be, can I notice the difference between using this thing which I bought for about £30 from Amazon, and this, which is the BenQ e-reading desk lamp? A nice American plug, and then a rather cheap seeming conversion to British. Got the rather smiley aesthetic to it, hasn't it? I mean, it's definitely subjective, but at first glance, I'd say it seems like a more attractive desk lamp at the very least. But I've been perfectly happy with this one. This one has warm and cold lights. It's got two angles, so you can sort of squirt a bit of light in from the side. You can change the brightness and you can change the color temperature. There's nothing wrong with that. It says, be careful not to drop it on your foot. So that fits on there. And then I simply tighten that screw up. Book reading, screen reading. Oh, right. So you turn on and off, tap the metal ring, rotate the knob to adjust brightness. I see, there's a brightness knob on top there. Press the knob and to switch the color temperature. Book reading mode, touch the metal ring for 2 seconds. Screen reading mode, touch the ring for 2 seconds, okay. I'm gonna, for now, have both of these on my desk just to make a quick comparison. And then I'm gonna replace the cheaper light with this one. One thing I can say that really frustrates me about the cheap light is every time I try and adjust it, the clamp comes off the table. Let's get it to a sort of similar height like that. I very much take it back, that's a chunky and ugly wall socket there. Let's turn off the Amazon lamp. And so what have I got? Turn on and off by touching the ring. Brightness on the wheel. I'm on color temperature mode. Okay, I think I like that. It's certainly easier to use than the previous one. I was fumbling around. And it says, hold for 2 seconds. So for book reading, have it slightly lower than your eyes. For screen reading, adjust the arm lamp head in front of the screen. So you can change the angle of the lamp as well. So there's a little indicator at the top here, which shows orange when it's on book mode, and green when it's on screen mode. I think it remembers what you were in the last time you had it. This is good. So they're claiming that this is a really comfortable solution for reading. And well, we'll see. And they're saying that it has lots of different uses. It's not just a desk lamp. It could be for a freestanding lamp in your living room perhaps, or a bedside lamp as well. I'm going to investigate these claims in this video, and I'm going to live with it on my desk for a couple of weeks as a minimum, and then I'm going to let you know how it works with a range of different e-paper screens and also some real books, of course, and I'll let you know how it goes in this video. First of all, I'm going to try a non-front lit e-ink tablet and kind of compare. So often when I'm using the e-ink tablets here on my desk, then I'll use the cheaper lamp. I will illuminate the whole desk as much as possible. I tend to set it to a lower light than that and a warmer color temperature, like this. But you maybe see, at some points anyway, I get the glare from the lamp there. So it's difficult to show that on video and use that on video. I don't tend to use that lamp when I'm actually videoing the e-ink tablet, and that's perfectly fine. And I think the main benefit of this BenQ lamp is going to do a good job of actually making a sort of oval shaped dispersion of the light. So you're gonna have a nice bright center and then a lovely roll off towards the edge of the desk. And that could be quite comfortable. Certainly you're not getting that from this cheaper lamp here. So let's go ahead and switch now. And I'm in book mode. There we are, so warm that up. I can see a nice roll off, but immediately I'm thinking, is that noticeable to spend the extra £170? And you can still see that I would have a bit of an unusable glare here on my e-ink tablet. But for me personally, sitting here reading it from this angle rather than looking at the top-down shot is actually really quite pleasant. I would, however, have a hard time telling you which was which, I think, if I was doing a blind comparison test. Let's get a real book out. So we're still with the cheaper Amazon light first off. Looks just fine. Yeah, it's better, but it's marginally better. Okay, so this is showing us the difference between the two modes then. So the book mode, which is like a preset, is actually brighter in the center and darker on the edges. Now this is a really well lit room, big bright window and lots of video lights on, so we're not seeing that too much different right now, but I'll get some B-roll with it all off and in the evenings of course. Okay, and that's supposed to sort of focus me in on the book. It's actually balanced that to 4,000 Kelvin, which is giving me a really nice, accurate sort of rendition of the colors in the book. And then screen mode actually is darker in the center than it is on the outsides. So the e-reader mode actually is darker in the center and brighter on the outside. And that should reduce screen glare to your eyes. And that's designed for reading on ordinary LCDs. So it should be brighter here. Yeah, you can maybe see that. Darker, brighter. I think I'm going to have to live with it for a little while and see how it goes. But certainly I'm going to replace this desk lamp with it. It's a more attractive proposition as a very minimum. And it's certified as having flicker-free LED light source. The reading mode also said bring it down to your eye level so you aren't getting any glare from it. Thanks BenQ for sending that out for review. So I have been living with it for, it must be 3 weeks now, and it's good. But is it £300 better than what I had before? Let's put that in perspective. The one I bought before was £30. It is a really nice light, but is it that much better than the cheaper one that I had? I struggle with that, to be honest. It's easier to manage, it's easier to switch the modes, and it does give a nice even spill of light across the desk with less glare, but it's still just bicolor LEDs in a nicely designed package. So you can rotate this arm to any angle that you might like. It has a ring rather than a button for turning it on and off, and it does have a good range of color temperature and brightness. Although I must say, in the evenings, I do find that I can't get it to go as low as I would like it to go. So although it gets plenty bright enough, I don't think it actually gets quite dim enough. What it's quickly going to do now is I'm just going to dim most of the lights in this room and just sort of investigate by using my light sensor in my phone, which just uses the front camera to give you a reading of lux, essentially, a brightness. I'm going to turn off all of the lights. So on a desk by the window just there, on a bright day like today, you're getting 300 lux, and the sun is on the other side of the building, which is kind of perfect lighting. As an artist, north light like that, light where the sun is not directly shining through, you get that nice diffuse light. 300 lux, perfect light for reading, for drawing, anything like that. I had it in screen mode because I've been using the screens, and now I've changed it to book mode. I'm going to warm it up a bit and dim it right down as well. So somewhere in the middle, a kind of natural balanced light, and just move it about desk height from one side to the other. Out here, yeah, 15 lux. Remember, it's a log scale. And in the middle, yeah, 300, 400, about 500 lux. Is that as dim as it goes? Yeah, that's as dim as it goes. So I want it slightly dimmer than that, to be honest. And over here again to about 15. The screen reading mode is a different spread of light. Again, a bit of a balance and as dim as possible. And out here now, I'm still getting 15. It's 450 in the middle rather than 500. So there isn't that much difference. Really, the difference between those two shapes of light, with the screen being a bit dimmer in the middle. You have that more towards the screen height, and so your peripheries are illuminated but not the screen. But it's not a major difference in terms of the spread of light, as they're showing as a big main feature of this in the marketing materials. Let's get the lights back on. So I think certainly for a bedside reading lamp, it would be way too bright. You just can't get it dim enough for your nighttime reader. And having it on a coffee table for evening time reading, it was a bit too intense. It felt like I was in a spotlight reading or something like that, and not the most pleasant experience. As a desk lamp, it is really good, and it is gonna stay here on my desk. I do like more even spill of light that you get from it. It's clever to do it in a curved shape like this, and it does a great job in the evening. It's the only light I have on this desk when I'm just working on my own, and it does do a nice job, a nice even spill of light across the whole desk. I personally am not a massive fan of the look. I like the kind of style, yeah. It's a nice sort of smile shape, isn't it? That's cool. And yeah, the arm is sleek and it's a nice sort of texture on it and everything like that. And it's definitely a quality product. The cables, everything down to the plug, where they've just made this Franken plug, where obviously they let the most junior designer in the team loose on that and just said, yeah, you make that plug whatever you want. I can see no reason whatsoever for it to be that shape and that design of plug. It's just awful. So let me know what you think. If you're the owner of one of these, have you got a better suggestion of desk lamp that I should try? I'd be interested to know your thoughts in the comments. 10 times better than the Amazon one.